Peace. How's it going, everybody? We're back. Another show. Um, just was a stressful day from that's why I'm kinda late. But I appreciate all that come or all those that listen to the show, when it's done. But peace to you and let me see is my YouTube working. Okay, I see y'all here. I apologize. I had things that's going on that made me late. One on was that I knocked out too. Yeah, apologize. I really apologize to everyone for the show starting late. That's very unprofessional of me. But I'm here. Um, right. Close some of these windows right quick. No, I'm gonna let everybody know that the show started. Yeah. So, oh, there. Window that. Right. Okay. Y'all can see me? All right. Yeah. Trying to set up everything. I keep having too many windows open. Hopefully y'all still here. Give me a second. I'm setting up. I hate doing this, doing the show because that's silent earring and you're just watching me. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, what's up, AJ? AJ, there you go. Change your background again. Can't hear you.
I like that other background, but at the same time, I don't want them to drag me down.
Yeah.
Like,
That
having
energy.
those two is like it's like a blight behind me kind of shit, man.
Yeah, I had some bad news today and stuff. It was a horrible day today.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. My godson, he lost his life Friday.
No, sorry to hear that.
Yeah, yeah. His cousin took his life.
Mm.
Wow.
Oh, add some mod access for me.
That's right. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I gotta do that like when the show start, make sure that's some it's a way that I could give you access and yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. Even my doggone computer try to reboot. I said, you serious? You trying to reboot? I'm trying to do the show.
I think one thing for video conferencing, you got to boot daily.
Let's see.
There we go.
Okay. Did it take? Because it's not showing here.
Yeah, shit.
Okay. It did. What's that?
That's the dialing numbers.
Oh.
We got two dialing numbers in the United States. We got one for the UK, and we got one for Australia.
Yeah, all right, that's good.
Show ID 3525207. We're live.
Yeah, let me everybody still in the yeah, precisely look like he's here, is he? Yeah, that's precisely, yeah, he here. Is Mike Adams still here? Him and what's his name? The other dad, I forget your name. They're usually here
Susan, then.
like on what's
There's
up
only
precisely?
precisely there at the moment.
Oh, okay. It's trying to say I don't really have that much the one it's giving me a warning for the stream. I hope that's not the case that I might lose the stream.
What kind of warning?
It say one in the stream current bit rate. It's talking about my bit rate is lower than the recommended bit rate. I closed
Oh, that's
most windows.
your so your upload something is
Let me
or
see.
something.
Let me close another window that I might not need open. Um. All right. These are the windows I usually have open, so hopefully it'll even out. All right, Mike Adams here. He's still here. Yeah, man. I had a lot of stuff to talk about, and then I said, "Zoop." Yeah, what do you? Oh, I talked to the beast. I talked to the beast today.
What do you
Yeah, I
say?
talked. No, we were just talking about boxing, and he's giving me some pointers on how to use the AI to do certain things for me. But just mostly talking about the game, boxing, and stuff like that. I was laughing because I kind of had this conversation yesterday when I was trying to say that even trainers disagree with boxing and stuff respectfully. Sometimes bees be like, nah, this is what's going to happen, and that's what's going to happen. That's what should happen. And I'm like, bees trainers, they disagree with each other about certain things. So everybody's, even though it's boxing and it's a real thing, people gonna still disagree with certain things. You gotta realize that a lot of them trainers, they have boxers that's gonna fight certain people. So the other boxer might say, "Hey, I could beat your boxer." Then the other boxer gonna say, trainer gonna say, "No, we got the right style for you." So everything's not like, it's boxing, yeah, but everything doesn't, like, it's not cookie cutter. Um, yeah, because I hate when I miss out, because I'll be setting up stuff. Like, I can read some off of some of my wish list stuff. I can start off, but um is anybody that's in the Discord, what's their talk, what's the conversations like in the Discord?
Okay,
Yeah,
so Mike Adams, what's up? He saw my Reddit feedback post on quick glitching. I hope people bombard the devs because the quick glitching is off the charts terrible. Yeah,
yeah, but
the
that's
quick.
that's like from day one almost. So we keep repeating it. Is it gonna really mean something? Because, like, that's like day one stuff.
What's been going on for? It's been going on for 15 months plus right now.
Yeah. So are they really going to listen, or are they gonna act like they're listening?
Actually, yo, I just sent a. You know what? I sent a tweet. I was so pissed off about the quick glitch, the quick glitching. I saw Paroxys. He dropped a video. Let me see something
Yeah.
here.
Oh, you got on Parox's action? Is he said, since he's saying things, why don't he talk about certain things?
Well, I saw Paroxys. He just dropped a couple of days. He dropped this video, the worst glitch in Undisputed Boxing, which is the quick glitch. Man,
Yo,
it's been
yeah,
going for 15 plus months. They don't, and they keep on saying the patch notes it's going to be fixed, or they fixed it. How come it always comes back? It can't be fixed. There's something they're not doing, something they're not telling us.
yeah. I think it still goes back to what Ash said. He said the game is broken. And when they mess with one thing, something else breaks.
Yeah,
But
but this quick glitch is a whole. This is something like this has nothing to do with balance update bullshit.
yeah.
This is something's messed up. But yeah, man, I'm telling everybody, these are the guys you gotta go contact these guys. This guy Alpha Rider. He's like he's like what do you call it? The Class A, Class B with
Oh
Novator or
yeah,
London VP.
yeah. He's
These are
like
the
one of
guys, man.
the,
This guy runs the company. He's one of the top investors.
yeah,
Turkey with his Riyadh seats and sponsoring. London VP, because London VP The VP or the director, what's his name? David Gardner works for London VP. I think that these are class A, class A, class B investors in this company. These are the guys. Play on.
Yep.
Play on.
I know
That's
from
the
I knew
that's the
from years.
distributor.
Yeah, years
He'll
you
see it
gotta
himself.
go after these people. You gotta let them know because
Yeah.
the company that they're investing in is not listening. So hey, you gotta go to the people above.
15 months and counting, it's been there, man, and they're not fixing it. And nobody's saying, we're not like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It goes back. What's the point of resetting the records? It's broken. These are the directors, man. Ash, Olaf, David, and Frank. These are the guys you got to go look. And our friend here, Raxzilla. Look for these guys, man. Start using X. Anything that's front facing. You can't just waste your time in the Discord and type messages because it's going to be censored. You're not going to nothing comes good from that Discord. Go on social media. Go to anything that's front facing public. Start hitting these guys, man.
Yeah, because I was trying to tell Rex about. I mean, that not. I ain't even talk to Rex. I was trying to tell Beast about it's a hitting partner. We looked at some of the paperwork. It's like somebody's like hitting, and I think that's Rex. Because one of the people that's on that list, they don't like really have a name to it. I seen another list. I don't know if it's the same list, but I seen a list where it got undisclosed name. But no matter what, if Rax is on that list or not, he still holds a position of influence in the company. His position by itself is a position of influence.
Yeah. He's involved in something with the game design.
Exactly. So
15 months and counting. This game can't play proper from so many different angles, be it the gameplay to these network play. Like, what's wrong with this thing, man?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey, Poe, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
I want to ask you something about judging a boxing fight. In this case, it's going to be this video game here, right? I want to show you something here. Look at this third round here. Who should win this third round?
Yeah, I could barely see it. Let me see.
Let me see if I can zoom in a bit.
I seen.
I don't think I can zoom in.
I'm increased the magnify them on screen some. Let me see. I'm looking at Joe Joyce.
So you think they said Joe Joyce is the round winner, but why? That's the thing we're trying to figure out because
I'm looking
at
I'm looking at the percentages.
Okay, so there we go. So you look at so Joe Joyce, he threw 44 punches and he landed 26. So he had a 59% clip. But Dubois, he threw 87, landed 42. But his percentage was 48. Who should really win that round?
Oh, I see what you're saying now.
Actually, here, before I jump into it, I jumped into it here. But what it was is I saw this on Reddit. So Capital Mine 835, he posted this daylight robbery. So he had a little clip here. So basically, he lost the fight, and the two rounds are suspect. I'll show you the other rounds. The third and the seventh are like those rounds. So we just had this little conversation here. But going back to this here, so this is the third round. What do you think?
Let me see. This is the third round.
And this is a common thing in Undisputed. So a lot of people complain about this all the time.
Yeah, it's Daniel Dubois. As you look at it, definitely Daniel Dubois. But because you're looking at the totals. Now we're looking at the totals.
Well, this is only for the third round. I'm only looking at the third round.
Okay.
The only thing Joyce had is he had more counters. Does that somehow, in terms of the judging, would that swayed him?
Yeah, them punches. No matter what, it's a punch. If they got the computer hooked up to making sure that every punch that lands is counted, that's because I know when they early was doing things, it was a total different criteria because each judge actually was different, and that was a realistic thing because every judge don't use the same criteria to judge a boxing match.
Right. Well, for this one here, I could go. I'll show you the judge after, but okay, let me see here. So we're talking about the 3rd and the 7th. So here,
Okay.
both the 3rd and the 7th round, the judges, they all voted the same. Actually, in the 7th, 2 of them went Joyce, 1 went Dubois. But this 3rd round, this is the one. All three voted the same.
Yeah.
But this is the stat line on it here. Let's go back here.
You know what I see a lot too, and what people be saying, like if y'all fighting and you knock somebody down, but they're winning the fight, they feel that they should win the fight because they knock you down once or twice. That don't mean anything. That's just that's 8 round. I mean, an 8 depend if you knock them down twice, that's like a 7 round, a 7. You know, you might get 10 and they might get 7.
Right. But going back to this thing there, does Joyce deserve this round? Based on it, he was the more efficient fighter. He was more efficient. Yeah, and he hit him 5 to 0 counters.
I'm trying to look at the numbers because the percentage, I wasn't really paying attention. It's not the percentage, is actually what was, what was hit, contact. Now that I'm looking at it, it looked like Daniel Dubois won this fight. It looked like
Daniel Dubois, he landed 42 out of 87, but it was a lower percentage. But so how does Joyce get that round, or is this a bug?
Now I'm looking.
There has to be something I don't understand. Nobody understands this stuff. The only logic I can see why is that because he had a higher punching efficiency. But do they judge like that, or is it just down to 5 counters?
Because look, this what people got to take into account. Look at the hooks. Those are punches that landed, but Daniel Dubois don't have any hooks that he is basically then register no hooks. And
that's true.
Then they got the uppercuts. He threw 2 that he missed, so that didn't register. Then he got a 5%. I mean 5 punches he threw that were power punches out of 12. So that comes into play. So I think that's basically how we had enough punches. That will actually landed. People going by, hey, I did this, I did that.
Yeah. So then there's a possibility Joyce did win that round then.
Yeah, because he got 5. Okay. He got 5 hooks that he landed, and Daniel Dubois didn't land no punches at all, no hooks at all.
All right, look at this one now. This is the 7th round. They give it to Joyce again.
Now we're looking at no hooks, no uppercuts, and the power punches. Joyce, power punches. They in boxing, they do look at that a little more. So Joyce, he threw 7 out of 16 power punches. Daniel Dubois, only 5 out of 10. The
So
counters
okay, so
the counters shouldn't come into play because counters are just punches, even though they
okay.
counters. Because I can hit you with an uppercut counter, I can hit you with an overhand counter, I can hit you with a hook counter. Yeah, he ain't throw no. He only threw one hook. He threw now
You
where
threw
where his
14
numbers,
straights.
yeah, where his numbers start looking good is when he's through the straights and the jabs. So this round, I would give him this round. Yeah, I would give him this round. Cause
Otherwise, he landed 37 for 68.
yeah, I wouldn't. I would give him this round because I wouldn't say that he, far as actual punches being thrown, that he won the fight. Because a lot of people see this the casual that's not educated. They feel that they were throwing. Hey, I was throwing more punches than them. That's not how boxing works. Even if
Okay.
you hit the gloves and stuff like that, that's don't mean it. That's not contact. I mean, that's not considered points that the judges look at. They look at places on your body that actually you hit, like you get hit in the face, the body, and stuff like that, but not on the arms. And people think that's part of the judging. Hey, I hit him with a jab to the head, but he blocked it. Yeah, he blocked it. That's not counted as nothing.
You know what would be nice to have in a boxing game? That what you just described. Say, for example, like when you play a baseball game and you see the pitch count, you see where all the pitches hit, or you're playing a basketball game, you see where they took all the jump shots from. And
Yeah,
that in that respect, and show me exactly where every punch landed.
yeah. That's the educational part about it. Which like with the replays supposed that show certain things.
Mm.
Yeah,
But yo, so this round 7, so you're giving it to him because this time, okay, he got some straights there, right? Let me just go back one more time to round 3. Let me see what he did in the round 3 again. Round 3, 9. He landed 9 straights.
No, where you see the non-streets?
9 out of 20. For the walk.
Oh, okay. I was looking at. I'm still when it comes like see when people be saying streets and stuff, I get confused with the terminology because I'm thinking like straight because a lot of people be the backhand or stuff like that. We say left or right or like it's because us we always everything is referred to the original position that you fight from. So it's left hand, right hand. It's like like that. But when you see a southpaw, it's the from the southpaw side, it's the left hand is the backhand. But let me see. I'm trying to look at these numbers.
This is back to the 3rd round.
Yeah. The wad. It's going. I don't know if even the numbers. Okay. I don't even know if the numbers even though he didn't throw hooks and he missed 2 uppercuts. I don't think that might because they said 42%, but that still shouldn't outdo what he thrown. I don't know how they seeing this.
Well, let me ask you this. How much is the jab worth? Y'all jabbed him significantly, right? He used a lot of jab work there. Does that add up?
It can that then we're going back to it depends on the judge, what the judge is
Okay.
looking for. And that's the thing that they gotta explain to especially casual boxing fans that each judge because that's that's what I like, because I was like, if you having different judges, you got to educate people. Like, say they had like 20 judges and they announced that, yeah, we got such and such judge. You got to be able to know this judge. Even boxers, their thing, they know what judges looking for in a fight. And some boxers just don't care, or that's the thing with, they got to educate they got a chance to educate gamers about stuff like this. So I don't know. I don't know why they just leaving stuff out. 2K and every other sports game, they educate you about these things.
You know what's one thing we don't know about the third and the seventh? We don't know who was really the aggressor.
Yeah, that plays in effect too. That plays in effect. That's what people don't look at either. Even though a person moves away and stuff, the way the game's set up, that's not effective aggression, because a lot of people sit there and look at the person so-called running and they say, well, I'm using effective aggression. Are you really using effective aggression? Because you wouldn't be complaining that he's running, because you'll be chasing at him. A lot of people dare see the Joker run and say, oh, see you running. Then he'll stand there and try to wait for the guy to come back to him.
So let me ask you this. Imagine in a video game boxing game,
Yeah,
the player who learns how to basically they're constantly they're throwing punches, but they're fading away. I don't even want to say that. I don't even say they're back. They're fighting on the back foot. They're playing the game different, right? They're just punching and fading away, keeping that this punch like that. But they're racking up points.
Yeah,
they're racking up points. They're actually outlanding the other guy. When the judge come at, is that actually effective aggression, or that's bullshit at that point?
No, but he's winning. No matter what,
he's winning. Okay,
he's landing on punches. Because you got guys like, we got to look at guys like this. Chris Bird. Chris Bird came from middleweight to heavyweight, so he don't really have power to stick with them guys. Then we got what's his name? Dad, I forget his name, but he was a small heavyweight. Their thing were throwing punches, and the way they was hitting you with 3 or 4 punches, that's effective aggression. Boom, 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 boom. Then they moving. Boom, 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 boom. Then they moving. They building up the points, but what are you doing while they hitting you with them 3, 4, and 5 punches? That the judge is looking at that, and you sitting up there like, why he's not standing still? Why he's not That's on you. The judge looking at you're not trying to stop it.
I don't think Undisputed programmed the judges for that at all. Like anything about to see who's the aggressor or not, because if they did, I don't think I've seen anything where they discussed it. Like, what is the logic, or how's the judges reflect boxing? I don't, you never really hear them give out any info about that.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because they was talking about it earlier, like this how the judge is gonna work and stuff like that. But it was very brief. They didn't educate. That's what you got to educate the fan base about things like this. It's crazy that this one thing that they didn't do. Let me see. We got a Low Alabama. What's up, country boy? They fixed the punch. Hold up. They fixed the punch connection for every update DLC, but they break again a few days after. This has happened every single time. Of course. It's just that's their whole thing. They know it's gonna break. Yeeman Green. I appreciate you for showing up. There's no scoring for effective aggression and ring generalship. It's supposed to be.
That's what I meant. It's ring generalship. That's what I really meant.
Yeah,
that's what I really want. That's what I meant. How do you how do you define that then in a video game?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like with Roy
EA
Jones,
EA knows how to do it.
Yeah, they do.
EA,
They do.
they do it in UFC 5. I've tested it, but in this Undisputed, I don't think they have it.
Yeah, and that's crazy because they have EA guys. And this is another thing I got is some of the EA hires that they have, they came after the Fight Night series. So if we're talking about, you know, the EA, some of the EA people that they have, they weren't there when they had Fight Night, and they were in there for the long haul. Now some of the guys, the major guys, the major players in the on the team, the big guys, they've been there for a while. They've been floating around from Codemasters to EA to Codemasters. But yeah, that's ring generalship. That's a tricky word too. But if you're controlling the fight, that's what ring generalship is. Everything you're doing, you're controlling everything that happens in that ring. That's what, you know, judges gonna look at. My friend wanted me to be a judge, and I was like, I don't like that. I don't want to be a judge in no boxing match. It's a lot that comes with that, and I ain't got the energy for that. Let me see. Mike Adams said, I think I saw your Reddit feedback post on quick glitching AJ Packs
Yeah,
earlier.
that was that whole that's that segment we just did.
Yeah. Old people bombard the devs because the quick glitch is off. Yeah, but that you know, that's day one stuff. The Discord was and is full of fanboys. I have to leave had to leave it. Yeah. Who's still in the
Good.
Discord? That's what I'm trying to ask. Because
Too
yeah,
many people, not too many people. How much they have at least 1,000.
and that's sad because they're not gonna do better because they still have a fan base that's coming in there jazzing up when they get certain people that pop in the Discord and stuff. It's not gonna get the game, it's not gonna get better. The game that we currently have. Yeah, it's not gonna get better.
No score for effective aggression.
Yeah, that yeah, and these things, cause I like the earlier ads because he was like chiming on these things as the owner of the company. We start looking like for these things to be implemented because the owner is talking about it. You don't get like guys from EA like they're not chiming into certain things, and their thing they probably told Ash, you got to just be the face of the game. Don't you know conversate with nobody, and that's crazy. You're the owner of the company, and they're telling you what you can say or what you can't say. I mean, what you can and can't say. Then they telling you who you could talk to. You're the owner of the company. I talked to plenty owners of companies. Talked to this guy. He owns this company called. It's an indie company, but it's a successful indie company. His company called his Big Red Ant, and I talked to that. Used to talk to that guy a lot. I didn't really realize how
I know that name.
yeah,
I
they
think
made
there's a game.
tennis games, and I think they made a soccer game. I'm not sure, but I know tennis for sure, and it was very popular at when I talked to him. But I don't know right now what's going on with him because he was trying to make a boxing game, but his numbers because I was trying to get him to make round for round or a boxing game in general, but his numbers was too inflated. And me, I knew the numbers. That's the thing that be getting me that's funny to me because when they tell us one thing about how hard it is to make a boxing game, it's not hard at all if you got the right people. And and then they say it takes money. This is what fans start repeating. Oh, they ain't got enough money to do this. and they ain't got enough money to do that. Anything you can think of can be put in a boxing game in this era. We're not living in the Stone Age anymore. Fred Flintstone, Barney Rubble, Wilma and Betty. We're not living back then no more. Anything you want can be put in a boxing game, realistically. That's why when I start breaking these things down and I put it on LinkedIn, I'm getting all this traction because they know I'm right. And my thing is like what I said with the sponsors. People going out to get investors. No, you don't need investors. Look for sponsors. Sponsors will pay for your game. They will pay for your boxes. They'll pay for everything you need. But people don't know that when they make a sports games or anything. They will pay for it. Now, me, I got building a team. I got that ability to build a team. And that's what was said about me earlier, but I was like, I don't know nothing about putting a team together. One of the guys that was helping round for round, he saw it. He said, you put that on Twitter? Yeah, because he saw my build. He said, you're a team builder. And I said, I am a team builder. I heard that around. He said, yeah, you're a team builder. You're able to build a team that can make a boxing game. You got all the skills to build that team. For one, you've been around for a long time. That's something nobody could deny. A lot of people, when they say they're gamers, that's all they focus on is just the game. They're not concerned about who's making the game, how it's made, who's the owner of the game. No, I want to know everything. Who's the investors? You know the investors. You know how they kind of think. So that's going to show how the game is going to move through its life cycle. And we did it with our research. You found some of the investors and stuff. So that kind of shows you how the game is going to move. And you look at their portfolio of what games did they have at one time, or what games are they dealing with right now. So it show what the sports game, and that really don't really show what the sports game going to be, because if this their first sports game, they're going to use the same mentality. I mean, they're going to use a different mentality for that sports game, because a lot of people don't believe that boxing is a major sport. They keep saying it's a cliche. It's a niche sport. And that's the biggest lie ever that they fed to us. I'm like, how is boxing a niche sport? The only way it's niche is because it's not like it was back in the days when you had everybody making boxing games. Like when baseball, you had a lot of baseball games. You had a lot of football games. You had a lot of baseball games. That made it not niche. That's what makes the sense. Let me see what they're saying in YouTube. Oh, yes, I'm thinking about doing a 24-hour show. I don't know, is it going to be before New Year's or during Christmas, because a lot of people are going to be, hanging around the house and stuff like that. But I think that'd probably be a good idea. But going 24 hours. That's going to be kind of hard. Why you laughing? 24 hours. Gone. I barely got up today. The Discord was and is full of fanboys. Oh, boy, I read that. Accuracy, blocks, and counter. It doesn't make sense to me. They fixed the punt. Oh, I read that. Oh, come on, y'all. Put some more talking points in here. so I can know that y'all there. Yeah. Did
Hey,
you
hey, let me show you something on desync. This is something that's been going on for a while. So Undisputed itself, the game suffers from desync because of a taunt. You know, when did they first start putting taunts in games?
and that's they I think that was like they had it in the game, but the thing is, why is it like breaking the game? It shouldn't
Why
even
is it breaking it?
because boxers do that. I don't even people complain. Do they still have the fouls in the game? That seems like
No, they
something
took it
that might.
out.
Yeah,
They took it
that's
out.
it.
They
That's
took out the
crazy.
fouls, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. Even though
But
I'm not a fan of the fouls, but still, I'm like, y'all just stripping the game down, and people are satisfied with it. They're not complaining. I think they took out what 10 or 15 things from the game from the early builds to now. They took out at least 15, and I'm being generous.
yeah, but here's the thing with taunts, right? It works in certain scenarios.
Yeah,
Like for example, if you're playing a baseball game, you're not running into another object, right? So you
yeah,
could taunt, it won't have no effect, it won't have that effect. The you're playing basketball game, a guy just finishes a dunk, he might taunt or something, right? But it's not, it's not gonna break the game.
mm,
So every game, but when you do it in a fighting game, it always breaks the game. Like part of the issues, it's causing desync and undisputed, and they won't. The thing is, do you keep it in the game, knowing that it's going to break the gameplay? Is it, or is there a benefit to having that ability to taunt somebody in the game?
that I think it should be in the game, even though I'm not a fan of taunting. Even though I taunted a couple of times in my fight, but I'm not a fan of the taunting. But it's a part of boxing, and my thing is this my thing
Well, hold
about
up. When we say taunting, how are you? Okay, like how are you defining taunting?
like somebody hit me or I hit them, and I'm like, yeah, that ain't nothing, like doing certain movement, and that's taunting to me, letting them know,
Okay,
like, yeah,
in undisputed, taunting is more. People are using it like in a combination punch, if that makes sense. They're using it like combination punching.
they doing something like what Ali would like hit you and taunt you, hit you and taunt you. Is that what you saying? Like,
Yeah, that's what they're doing in the game. But the thing is, when they do it in the game, it creates it's like a shield effect because it's a video game. So it creates a shield and it causes so when you try to hit the guy, you can't hit him because he's not there. Like it won't let you touch him.
yeah. So
That kind of stuff. And that happens in UFC 5 suffers from that as well because of the taunt system.
and that's crazy because this the thing that I always look at. A basketball court is like a big boxing ring. You got all these different characters moving around on the court close together. Like you could dunk on two people in 2K. I think 2 or 3 people. Am I right? Because I ain't played on 2K in a
Yeah,
while. So you
yeah.
could dunk on 2 or 3 people. So that means it's them so-called shields or whatever is around them. They're not there. So you're dunking on them. So it's no glitching going on. It's that Still City, whatever they're doing, they're trying to justify why it's happening. They're finding different ways to
They
justify.
they don't even want to admit to it. If
Yeah,
that's how bad it is,
the fans,
they don't want to admit it's happening and it's breaking the gameplay.
yeah, it's a lot of things that they keep saying. Well, the fans have said it, then they say, yeah, but that shouldn't have never happened because it's a boxing game. You got what's called them like the wrestling game. Would you have 4 or 5 people in the ring? There's no glitching. So it's on them the way they develop the game, the way they code the game. I would
Yo,
love
you
to get
mean
anybody in here. put a throwaway account or something in here. Not like you from an unmade company.
Yemen Green, you said taunting with water blocks, most punches in rage. What do you mean? Is it this thing we're talking about? Like guys using the taunt to break the game?
Let me see. He said, I can win a round by landing three.
Guys are they're shuffling with it, but the main thing is it creates a shield effect, so you can't touch them.
Let me see. While the opponent lands 3 power points because he missed more if he pushed the fight and I'm fleeing. Taunt with wilder blocks, most punches, and range, laughing out loud. What do you guys think of them resetting rank records with quick? We talked about that yesterday, but you could expand on it, AJ.
They should never reset the records if they knew they couldn't fit if the game had quick glitch still in it.
Yeah, that's
like it's like either they're arrogant or just stupid people there. Yeah. Whatever. Pick your poison, whatever one.
But you know what I think they're gonna do? They're gonna I think they're gonna keep hitting that switch. They're gonna keep hitting that switch on and off. We faced a quick glitch. We did something to it. Then they're gonna turn it back off. Turn it back on. They're gonna they know there's something wrong with it, but they're gonna say, all right, we gotta remove it, then we add it back again.
Look at this. Yemen Green said, absolutely. Wilder's taunt animations blocked jabs and straights. It's not even blocking, it's like it phases through. You can't hit him because whatever's happening during that state of a taunt, it's breaking the game. It's like invincibility. It's some kind of invincibility. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
How's it going, Charlotte Fraser? Appreciate you coming. Good evening, everyone. Appreciate you coming. You said good evening, so that means you're on the East Coast or West Coast.
Hey, Paul, let me share my screen quick here.
All right. Yeah, but we gotta stay on. We gotta, as a community, we gotta stay on Still City. That it works. It really works. From experience, my experience with 2K. I mean, not with 2K. That I did have some experience. I mean, experience with them. Literally, I had a little experience with them. 5-punch all desync.
Well, here's the joke. So this guy, Kmos XX, he posted this in Reddit. 5 punches all desync, and what he's trying to do, he's trying to tell the story here. Watch this. I'm gonna play it. Here, I'm gonna start it again. Wait on. It's gonna probably play choppy, but watch what Wilder's doing. This is an example of taunt glitching. These guys are not actually trying to taunt you in a normal way. They're using it to throw off the other guy, so you can't touch him. He's invincible. You can't do nothing. That's why
his block is so-called the taunt glitch. If that's what
look at Joe Louis. He can't hit him. He can't hit him because every time he uses the taunt animation, it's fucking up the game.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
So here's the thing. This guy he's telling everybody, like, he's complaining about how there's all 5 punches all desync, but what he's lying is that he's using the taunt to cause it. And so I wrote to him, and he's oblivious. He thinks oh no, it's not doing it. It is doing it. That's why he's doing it. This guy was using Wilder. He said the reason he's basically said it was like the 7th round, so he just wanted to kind of take something. He wanted to take some time off, kind of thing, right? He didn't want to really engage or anything.
Yeah.
He's trying to protect himself so he doesn't get knocked out. But the reality is, well, if you want to protect yourself, why are you using taunts to protect yourself? Why would you take a chance to get punched in your face with your hands down the whole time? It doesn't make any sense unless the taunt is doing something else.
Yeah.
The taunt is causing a force shield. You can't hit him.
Yeah, that's for yo. This is not. See, you brought up something that is a good talking point about when people take a round off in the game. People feel that you still should should engage, and that shouldn't be the case. Because if you're fighting smart, actually like a boxer, if I've been throwing punch after punch for like 3 or 4 rounds, I might take off that 4th round. I might do, pop a jab, or I might not be more as aggressive as I was because you might be a dangerous fighter. So I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna like move around a lot, clinch you and stuff like that. So I'm trying to build up my energy, so I could like for the last round, I could like do give you a better fight or take you out, because that's what boxers do. A lot of boxers do. They take off a round. They say, "Oh, he's taking off a round."
Yeah, but going back to that guy Wilder, 5 punches all desync. He's causing desync by doing that.
Yeah, he
that's
knows.
the like he's taking raw. Yeah, he's taking raw, but he's also using it's easier. It's a higher form of defense using the taunt animation than actually using your guard in Undisputed. That's the other way you could say it.
Yeah.
You'll get more success. You'll be more successful defensively using a taunt. That's that's as broken as you can get.
Yeah, facts.
Same thing in UFC 5. UFC 5 has been out since 2023 and suffers from that as well.
And that's because my thing is, does what's the name of that game that everybody plays?
Fortnite.
Does
Fortnite caused it. Fortnite caused it.
Oh, okay,
yes.
Okay.
Fortnite caused that. But that whole okay, so you had taunts, you had before. There was never this big you never really heard people use the word emotes. All these emotes kind of thing, right?
Oh yeah.
Now we've entered the emote era. So you have all this freaking and all this came from Fortnite. They basically pioneered it to a certain extent.
Oh, okay. Oh, we got new people here. What's up? I appreciate you, Blast X1, for showing up. Hit that like button. Everybody that's new here, or if y'all, a lot of y'all come every day, and I appreciate y'all. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video. Let me see. Blast X1, appreciate you. Let me read what you said. A good amount of indie devs with the experience and belief for boxing can put the right pieces together. The indie project and the indie projects in development have 1 and 3 people working on them. SCI lost that belief. Exactly. I always was saying it. I knew that it could be done. When they was talking about, oh, we can't do that, that was them. And people don't realize the owner of this company, Ash Habib, the owner of Steel City name is Ash Habib. I don't know what y'all gonna do with that, but he's the owner of the company. When he first was talking about this game to me, everything that we want that is right for boxing, he wanted. But somebody talked him down from his ideas. They said he was over ambitious. And my thing is, when you question an owner of a game and he had a vision, I don't need you. Thank you anyway for your time. You go and I find somebody else to do it. Because you got guys like Love C Shorty, one developer. I wish Love C Shorty keep doing videos. He stopped doing them. He could monetize his channel and it could help him with his development, because there's people that will give him money. But he got to kind of keep doing the videos. He was doing good. But, and there's other people. Oh, we got What Competition 804 said, peace and love. I appreciate you for coming through. And I hope you're not a disguise account, and you're one of the Discord moderators from the past that's no longer a moderator. But I appreciate everybody that's here. Yeah, Blast X1, you made some great points. You and Yemen Green. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, what's going on, Shaolin? How was your day? Appreciate you. Yeah, I know your Twitch account. I became a fan of your Twitch account. Hold up, but you should lose that round taking off. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. But then you gotta that's a tricky thing. Cause taking off a round don't mean you're not, I'm telling some people take off the round, they're not going full blast. Like say yours going full blast, like don't put for 3 or 4 rounds. And your body is starting to get a little tired. But you say, all right, I'm gonna just slow it down some and throw effective punches, jab, right hand, throw hook, move, keep moving around, jab, move around, stuff like that. People still do that, but they're not using their legs as much. And that right there, it's always gonna be the punch output. Because you could take a round off, but you're not throwing as many punches as you did in the other. So that's a tricky slope that they should have educated people on.
Oh, going back to that whole taunt glitch thing, right?
Yes.
Do you see? So how that guy is using it? Is there any purpose to that to the game?
No.
Is it relevant in any respect?
No. The only thing.
How would you fix that? Or how would you find a compromise so you could still have the ability to taunt, but it doesn't break the game like that?
Yeah, it always go with them fixing that quick glitch. I mean that glitch. It's not a quick glitch, but it's about them fixing that glitch. Some things.
Well, this is more. Is this like it has something to do with the motion cap then? This is something to do with.
I think something to do with the motion cap is the coding of the game. That's the main thing about it. Let me see something. The motion cap. Let me see. Can motion cap makes the game glitch? Let me see. That was a good question too. Can motion cap? I mean, is motion cap the word we want to use? Can motion capture the way motion cap?
Actually, yeah, it might not necessarily be motion cap. Then they could probably just program the movement, I guess, right?
Yeah. All right.
Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna say movement.
Yemen Green, so version 1.0. It's so long ago, and it was like we didn't even get to play that much, but I do remember like that's when we saw like they added the most, I guess, animation. We got to see stumbling when you punch the guy, different states of being stunned. The only problem at the time, and I don't know if it was the whole community didn't know how to block yet, but nobody knew how to block Wilder. It's like his if he threw a power overhand right, it would just break through everybody's guard. It was doing something. But the thing is, now that everybody, like after 1 year playing the game, what would have been the defense? Maybe the community would have figured a way how to defend it. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's saying right here, yes, certain movement absolutely can cause desync in a boxing video game like Undisputed, especially given how close range, animation driven, and timing sensitivity boxing is. Wise movement and a primary source of desync of boxing games. Boxing games are uniquely vulnerable to desync because they combine continuous analog movement, rapid micro adjustments, but it's no micro adjustments really in this game. Micro adjustments, foot pivots, we don't have that. Slips, shuffles, animation lock strikes. That's the culprit to me. The animation locked every because its animation's missing. Precision hit
So
detection within inches. Go
so
ahead.
the only way I could say, like, the only compromise I could think of. So remember we're talking about the like, okay, in a basketball game you just finished a dunk and you do a
Yeah,
celebration. You
yeah,
score a goal, you do a celebration, but those are celebrations after a major event. It has to
yeah.
be during some little downtime. So maybe as the round finishes, give them an opportunity that, okay, if you want to taunt, go ahead and do a taunt, like for theatrics. Then at that point, it's really the taunt for theatrics, but not to use it as part of your combinations, or to use it to as a shield effect.
Oh yeah. This is something that's interesting. It said types of movement most likely to cause desync, and I'm not really seeing that. Oh, the quick. All right. It's a rapid direction changes, micro footwork. Example: stutter steps. We don't have stutter steps in the game. Quick left right shuffles. Is that's sort of what you're saying? You think because the quick left and right shuffles, micro pivots while in range. That's not in the game. And then it said why it causes issue. Movement vectors change change faster than the network tick rate. Client predict differently. Server connection arrives too late to match the punch animation timing. Result: punch whiff on one screen and land on the other.
I wasn't even thinking of a blaster said Fight Night Champions taunts had kind of had the same effect. To tell you the truth, wait, I figured the mocap from the studio would be busted with the dub logs they started putting out. That's when it's blending off. I don't, you know what? I don't remember. I can't remember ever anybody using the taunts in Fight Night Champion as a force shield effect. I don't ever remember seeing that. To tell you the truth.
I don't know because in Fight Night it was a lot of people complaining about certain things, like far as things that they were using to win fights. So I don't know. I see a lot of stuff they're using now, like the hula hooping and stuff like that. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Green. You have it. You can. So here's the thing with UFC 5, you could use the taunt to do what they're doing in Undisputed, where it breaks the game. But the thing is, you still have at least a small window that you could catch the guy and knock him out. That's I was able to knock out a guy in UFC doing that. But I've run into so many of them where they just like they're literally using the. And I think in UFC 5, you just don't have one taunt; you have multiple taunts you could use, right? So they're chaining the taunts in UFC 5. So you could imagine, like, you cannot. It's very hard to time the punch on it. It's like, because it's not letting you hit them. There's something that's missing.
And you would think with EA, because they're a major company, that they will been able to fix these things. And it's saying,
Yeah.
I just looked up, it's saying that this can be fixed, but it's no silver bullet that can, like, you could just add. That's why some companies, they have dedicated dedicated group of people just for that part of the game. But with Steel City, everybody is doing like 3 or 4 jobs. It says right here, make the server, to fix it, make the server authoritative over root motion. I don't know if people have the mentality for what that means. The problem: punches, slips, and lunges often move the fighter via root motion. I mean, animation root motion. If the client applies that movement immediately you get divert. Hold up, I ain't even gonna read this. Does them moving to Unreal Engine solve this problem? Because this is what they think. And from my conversation with people, because been making it a fact to befriend people that been doing Unity, that's been working and making great games with Unity. And they've been saying that's not the case. It's on the way you develop the game. Let me see. If they move to Unreal Engine,
You can't fix that on Unreal Engine. It's something.
well,
It's something.
yeah,
I think it comes down to you can't. If you have that in the middle of a fight, you can't. Then it has to be. They have. Well, yeah, they have to. They could fix it, but it has to have some. It has to have some kind of a consequence that you get caught. Maybe that's what's going on. They don't program that.
Yeah, it said the short answer is no. Moving to Unreal Engine by itself will not fix desync. Long answer, Unreal Engine can make it easier to fix. That's the thing. It's easier to fix in Unreal Engine. It's harder to fix, I'm guessing, in Unity. But only if the developers, this my thing I keep saying, it could be fixed in Unreal Engine only if the developer fundamentally change how the movement, hits, and authority are designed. So that means they like certain things they might not be able to add. But I think the desync is from them leaving out animations and they trying to, the rubber banding effect and all that. That's making the desync happen.
But for the sake of just trying to get a more truer gameplay, it should be moved to a different. It can't be during the combat. Then it has to be something. It has to be more theatrics then. Something that doesn't have a. It has to be like at the end of the round, as I was saying before. Otherwise, it disrupts the game.
What do you mean? But it has to be at the end of the game.
Well, I mean, okay, so it comes on this. Can you use it as a fighting tactic?
The stuff that they use. Okay.
And the things we're not saying, it's not a feint, right? We're not talking about really feinting somebody. We're talking about you're doing an emote. You're doing an emote dance. Even Wilder has a little emote dance he does.
Yeah.
Can that be used as a fighting strategy? When Wilder's doing his what does he have, two maracas and he's doing this? Can that be part of a strategy?
It can and it can't, but I see what you're saying. And you're right. They should leave that out because that's
two levels.
Yeah.
It's being used as a strategy, but at the end of the day, it's also causing that you can't hit the guy.
Yeah. Because it's blocking.
It's causing invincibility. It's invincibility.
Yeah, because it's causing so you can't stop it from happening. You can't. Yeah. They let the person go through the whole routine or whatever they're doing with the emote and stuff like that. And you should still be able to disrupt that somebody's taunting. Because I've seen games literally where the character is like taunting, but it seems like it's its own different entity, the emote. It's like something like totally different. And by you trying to interfere with it, it's blocking you out of it.
Yeah, like you can't basically. Yeah. Basically, the emote has to finish, and then the window's open to hit the guy. That's like part of the issue right there.
Yeah,
you can't hit him while he's performing the emote.
Yeah, because it's like they want that to happen. Let me see.
The emote is more important.
He said, "Oh, you read that." Some taunts have this Blast X1 said that some taunts have boxers laying out of range, so it throws off the detection and tracking. Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem in the game.
it's causing detection, desync, everything, man. I've never seen anything like it.
So it's literally like this is, even though there was problems in Fight Night Champion, this is like something like a total different beast.
Well, look at it like this. Going back to Ash's famous words. If you play the game like how it's supposed to be played, it's a good game, right? So
Yeah.
basically, what that Wilder example that we showed from Reddit, he couldn't go in the Crown Creator League and do that.
Okay.
Everybody knows what he's doing. He wouldn't be able to do that. The fact is, nobody in the Crown Creator League is gonna play like that. That if it like I don't promote it, but that's at least that's one thing. Like, you know, if you don't see it in the crowd, then definitely, you know, they're trying to purge out those kind of those nonsense tactics.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw
But you
that.
see, the thing is, you have to have a league to do that. That's the problem. It's like, fix your game.
Yeah. That
We don't.
but the thing is, and this is what I keep saying about the leagues. I know they get mad. They say Poe is messing up our leagues and stuff like that. Y'all making game companies not fix things. I'm gonna keep it a buck. These leagues are literally making companies say, all right, they helping our game. Why should we fix it? What you mean by ass checked out? what you mean? That could mean a couple of things. It's like Ash is not like I don't even see him do interviews besides that one that he just popped up. It's like Ash, like they like telling Ash to like stand in the background. We don't need your face out there. Cause Ash got a thing of Ash is kind of truthful if nobody's making him rehearse certain lines and stuff. Because when I used to talk to Ash, like I always tell the story, Ash would tell you everything. He'll tell you everything. And for one, companies always do that to me. That's why Brizzle, my good friend Brizzle, Brian Hayes, salute Brizzle. That's why he wouldn't do an interview with me, because he know I got a way of making people, not on purpose, make you feel comfortable. Then they start telling you everything. And Brizzle has that renegade mentality. What's up, Kanisi? You been in for a while, or you just popped in? What's up, Kanisi? Ash is Will Puppet, 100%, 100%. I just can't see me talking. Y'all see, I really wish y'all heard Ash talking gangster. Ash was talking gangster. He was talking like he was the Godfather. When we had the conversation, Ash was talking like he was a Godfather. I was like, yo, I was excited. That's what made me defend this game, you know, early on. But then when I started seeing things, I said, hold up. What's funny?
Nah, this thing. Which part of Godfather we talking? We talking about Fredo? Who we talking about?
Yo. Shalin said he playing Undisputed. Yeah. I hope your mental stays intact with that.
What's up, Dortz? Dortz runs he runs a YouTube channel.
Oh yeah,
like, Dortz's World.
Salute, Dortz. I appreciate you coming in. Drinking some black seed, though. I had to make sure because I have a lot of different. See, I'm what you would call herbologist or something like that. But me being stupid, I didn't write on this that this is black seed oil when I got frankincense myrrh. That's the same color. So I had to smell it to make sure I'm not about to mess my system up. Ah, that's horrible. But I haven't been sick in over almost 30 years now. All right, so
with this, if Steel City has no intent or the fact that I guess the community, the fan base is not calling them out hard enough on Quick Glitch.
They're not.
Not calling them hard. They're not calling them hard enough out on the Taunt Glitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can't, like, how does a community stay afloat for the next 2 years playing this shit?
I can't see it lasting.
Even the judge, we don't even know if the judge. We're not even sure if the judging system works properly.
Yeah, Blast said a new engine should make Undisputed better, but who knows? It's always going on the ideas that they have. Are they gonna still keep the same mentality?
But
Because
go
ahead.
But why, Blaster? Why is it gonna make Undisputed better? What about the engine's gonna? How's that gonna improve the gameplay? That's the thing I don't understand.
Because they're making people think that a new engine, if you're not developing the game right, no matter what, it's still gonna. I think they think it's gonna fix certain things, and technically, if we're speaking technically, it should fix a lot of things. But it's all gonna fall on the developers that they have doing it. It goes on the developers. That's what they quick thing when they put out there. We got people that don't know nothing about development. Why did you put that out there? Why would you put that out there? That made no sense. That's like that's throwing an alley-oop to them.
What's that?
That they have people on the team that don't have any experience in sports game or development at all. That was crazy for you to put out there. They made sure a company usually wouldn't let that leak. That's something that a company would not put out there. We got people here that's not experienced. But you got, and then this is the thing that you got to look at how false that is. Because then you got people that had high positions in studios like Codemasters, EA. They had high positions. But then they got these people they telling you that don't have experience. Those people that they hire usually will get rid of them other people quickly. They got to go. And I keep hearing that they doing a big, what do you call it, when exodus of everybody, getting rid of the people in the studio. But I don't see no major movements. My research haven't seen any major movements. I know they're doing hiring, but it's taking forever for them to hire somebody, which is stupid.
Blaster X1, tell me, with the new engine, what is it going to make better with Undisputed? Here's the thing. One thing they're trying to sell everybody on is that it'll make it better because, now you'll get servers. Is it necessary to have Unreal Engine to have servers for the game?
No, that's
Unreal. Is Unreal Engine the only thing that you could? They're the only ones that allow us to have dedicated servers. For last time I checked, Unity has dedicated servers. How come they're not? How come they're not investing in that?
Let me see.
That's something to think about. If you're thinking, fine, they're gonna solve Quick Glitch because they got servers. Well, you could do it on Unity as well. And here's the thing: you got 2 years to wait. You think you're gonna play this game for the next 2 years with Quick Glitch? No way.
Engine opposed to Unity. I'm trying to see the comparison. So why would be a better choice to use Unreal Engine? Yeah. See, look, Unreal Engine would not make Undisputed better by default. It will make it better only if the areas where Unreal Engine architecture aligns with what a serious boxing simulation actually needs. Network authority fits boxing better in Unreal Engine. That's what it's saying here, saying network authority fits boxing better in Unreal Engine. Why this matters for Undisputed. Boxing lives and dies on range honesty, slip timing, punch resolution. Unreal Engine is server authoritative by design, not by convention. Concrete advantages. Movement replication is opinionated and harder to cheat. Server correction is built into the movement component. Animation driven displacements can be validated server side. Unity can do this, but it must be custom built and rigorously enforced. Unreal makes the correct approach by default. That's the thing. And that comes with they didn't hire the right people. See, you should have like with aimbot. Aimbot made a lot of mistakes because technically he built their engine on Unity, and aimbot wasn't really that let me see, he wasn't really that experienced in like actually making a game. Aimbot was fresh out of college when they hired him. So that wasn't an experience. That wasn't to me. I respect aimbot and salute to aimbot, but that wasn't a good thing. And aimbot should have fell back. He should have said, "Yo, I need help for certain things." But he liked the limelight.
So aimbot's the reason why we don't have dedicated servers?
The way things are done, yeah, 100% you could blame it on him. Because it can be, Unity can do this. It's saying it. Unity can do this. But
Unity has a dedicated server. I think they don't want to spend money on it. They ripped everyone. That's where I'm coming from. They ripped everyone off. They ain't spending money on it, man. They've convinced. They've convinced everybody we're gonna put it on Unreal Engine. Everything's gonna happen and buy the game again. Buy all the freaking DLC again, man. But, that's what's going on.
Yeah, but at this point, how much money they made, that shouldn't even be a conversation. Because I put up my post. It shows if they would have made the game the way it should have been made, they would have been making billions of dollars off of this game. But the way it's made, they're struggling to make ends meet. If anybody know what that saying actually means. Yeah, Unity can do this, but it must be custom built. That's that right there. And that's something I don't think Aimbot could have did itself. Aimbot, if you're watching this, I know it's a lot of y'all shadow watching. Aimbot, did you custom build the Unity system that they got, and you struggled with it because they try to keep you on it, or you personally want it? Don't let me say things. I'm guessing. But my guessing is a strong guess. Unreal makes the correct approach by default. All right. Net effect, fewer phantom hits. There are fewer phantom hits with net code when they build it themselves and everything, or with Unreal Engine is fewer. So root motion is a first-class system in Unreal. Why Unity struggles here. In Unity, root motion networking is fragile. Animations often drive gameplay locally. Yeah. Local gameplay, and I've been hearing this from a lot of people. They don't see a lot of that glitching, that them ghost punches and stuff. It's like when they start fighting people from like if you're in America, when you're fighting people in England or other places on the planet, that's when the glitching and the desyncing happen. Yeah, it said root motion is first class in Unreal Engine. Why Unity struggles here? In Unity, root motion network is fragile. Animation often drives gameplay locally. Sync depends heavily on custom code. See what I'm saying? The custom code is aimbot. He's carrying that weight. If you do your research, it's aimbot. That's aimbot. So I know he got people that came in, but did aimbot actually let them mess with the code that he got? Because a lot of people like to personalize stuff instead of wanting the overall product to succeed. Then Unreal Engine advantage is root motion sources. Servers apply root motion. Network sync montages with markers. For boxing, this means step jabs, lunges. Hold up. For boxing, this is massive. Step jabs, lunges, slips, rolls, inside fighting shuffles. All can be server authoritative without killing responsiveness. See, that's the difference with Unreal Engine. But we're gonna always go by how people in Unity, the single developers, they're making it work. So they're tweaking the engine to fit what they're trying to do. Then they say animation, precision, and sync are better suited to punching. While Unreal Engine does what Unreal Engine does better. Montage. When I say montage, that's like different punches and stuff. Montage sections are different everything. Montage sections for punch phases. Sync markers for impact windows. Pose catching for consistent collision alignment. This reduces punches visually landing but not registering. Slips that look clean but still get hit. Guard mismatches. That's the wilder thing. Would you say that's the guard mismatching?
The guard, we're talking about the taunt, the people using the taunt as a guard.
Yeah, the guard and stuff. Is that like, with the desyncing and stuff? Unity can't replace this, but Unreal Tools is built for it. See, Unreal has.
I don't think Unreal's network, whatever engine they have there, I don't think that could fix that. That's a flaw. That's them. That's them. That's a pro. I think that's a inherent flaw in the game. They can never, as long as they keep on doing it that way, I think it'll always do that.
Yeah, but I'm just reading. Don't kill the message. I'm reading off of something. Yeah.
No, I know, but it's like here. Okay, think about it like this. So then, must we take the game and plug it into Unreal in order to correct the taunt glitch? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unreal's not selling it. Unreal can't fix that.
And my thing is, when they port it, is there going to be a major problem that they're going to probably use that a problem. While they to me, they should just start over fresh on Unreal.
Yeah, if they port it, the game is finished. They can't. You can't improve on that. They got to start from scratch and rebuild it.
Oh, I see something that's going to be very interesting to read. Hold on, let me read this rollback. Rollback style hit validation is easier to implement with Unreal. Unreal tick system and movement history assets make it easier to store recent authoritative positions. Rewind fighters for hit validation. Resolve punch fairly under latency. This is critical for a sport where centimeters matter. Now, online and offline can be cleanly split. It could be cleanly split, but they're not doing that. Remember, we was talking about this shows ago. Why is things affecting offline and online? They're supposed to be two different modes. It shouldn't be something that's affecting it. Like we was talking about desync. People were saying that, and we was like, nah, desync shouldn't be offline. That don't make sense. Remember that?
Yeah.
That don't make sense because that's an online thing. So that kind of say that is the game. It still has that live service kind of feel to it. Is it live service? Both modes are live service.
Hey, hey, do you remember back in the day there was a commercial? It must be the shoes.
Oh yeah.
It must be the shoes. It must be the shoes. This is exactly what Undisputed is moving to Unreal Engine. It's a must be a shoes situation. And you cannot take Undisputed and go with that same philosophy they have and bring it to Unreal and think that this is gonna make the game better now.
Yeah. You know what you know what it seemed like too? That video that we saw, the ESBC, I'm thinking they want to capture those visuals and that all of that again and give us what we kind of have now. Because it kept saying Unreal Engine. You stopped that.
Yes.
What'd you say?
It's PS. It's gonna be PS. It's gonna be PlayStation, PS5 Pro up to PlayStation 6 and onwards. Once for them to go that level. That's if they want to do it on console side.
Yeah, but their thing was, they trying to use the systems that fits their thing. That's why they didn't. Cause when Ash first started, he wanted it for PlayStation 4 and all of that, but then they kept saying no because even on what's called PlayStation was actually helping them at one point to integrate certain things. And that alone, then I'm like, who moved them away from these? Because that was a great thing in itself right there. You got Sony helping you do things, but somebody pushed them away from that. And I'm thinking, is it Will saying, because EA, they were heavily on Microsoft. I don't know if Microsoft was writing them a check or anything. Because even when I went up there, I was like, yo, I seen, Brizzo, he had a Xbox controller by his computer and stuff. I said, hell, so Microsoft got y'all in their back pocket. And he smiled. So online and offline can be cleanly split. Unreal Engine encourages this. Separate simulation profiles, network-aware tuning, online-specific movement curves. That means offline can stay fully realistic. Online can be fair and predictable. Now we see why certain things they keep doing. Because I'm like, why don't we offline? We should have everything we want realistically, and you change the gameplay differently.
There's many games out there that they use Unity and they have multiplayer and all, and they have servers.
But my thing is the styles and everything different for the online and the.
Hey, can you imagine if all they're doing right now is just trying to port? They're trying to port it over. They're just trying to port the game over to Unreal. It's the same. It'll be the same. What we're having right now, it's gonna be the exact same bullshit.
Yeah, it's like they're gonna port it over just to fix the broken stuff they got in the game. You port over, when companies port over something, they port over to a more powerful or but the game is working.
Yeah,
so you ain't gotta fix things.
Yeah, if they're just it's like a snowball effect.
Yeah. I think they just saying the porting part. I don't even think it's gonna be a port. I think they're gonna say that so they in our mind we can be like, oh man, we gotta wait for them to start all over again. So I guess they saying we're porting. I'm guessing that, and I'm hoping that's the case. Let me see. Physics and collision consistency. Unreal's collision pipeline is deterministic on the server, plays better with complex capsules and arc checks. integrates cleanly with animation-driven logic. This matters for glancing blows, shoulder rolls, inside fighting collision. Didn't somebody say shoulder rolls is of making certain things happen? I think I seen somebody. Let me see. I'm sure.
And Undisputed?
Yeah, they were saying that it was making some type of glitch. Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
so
You late, Lamont Davis, but salute. He can't. Undisputed doesn't anger me anymore. It's broken, so I just try to enjoy it. All right, I appreciate. They appreciate you for doing that. Let me see. Let me see. Blast said it depends on if they make changes in the dev team. Yeah, it seemed like they were hiring people, but it looks good. Their thing is they see people like me and other people watching how they're doing their hires. They try to make it good because I'm not saying they put up the thing to hire people, and everybody that they was hiring was not the appropriate people to hire for this game moving forward. Because even in its state now, the development team that they got I say at least 65% of the development team, I mean people that they got on the team, is not needed. It's like a waste of their time. It's a waste of our time. They have to hire the right people. And I don't see the hiring thing. I gotta do a little more research because I know they're not putting everything on LinkedIn about their hiring. They got Glassdoor and other another thing, but they're not. From what I'm saying, their hiring thing is not good. They even grabbed the company. See, that's the SS money they got. They grabbed the company to do the hiring for them. But this company seem like they don't know nothing about boxing itself or what they need for a boxing game. My thing is get people like that know boxing. You know, I'll volunteer. You ain't got to pay me. Like I always say, they do not have to pay me. He said, I don't get, what's that? Yemen Green said, I don't get how they have money to develop over 5 DLC sync launches, but the game hasn't been finished. No, they got the money. They got the money. For one, they got the money, like the investors and the publishers, they throw extra money to them if they need certain things. But we got to look at it this way. The game sold over 1 million copies. Now let's just say I'm not going to do the high end. Let's say because $60. You know, in some places the game is $60. So that's 600 million copies. I mean 600 million that they made. Now we got to factor in the DLC. So they got the money. They made $500 million off of this game.
So let me ask you this. Is it acceptable that they take the money and just reinvest it all into Undisputed 2? Or they should be still developing this game right now?
Both of them.
Yeah,
that money should have been for both games. It should have been making sure this game, because you gotta build your fan base up off of this game. You gotta make sure they're happy so they can buy your next product.
So if they have no development roadmap with anything that says, okay, we're improving the gameplay, we're gonna fix the desync, anything, they basically took all the money. Then they took all the money, and that's it. I don't think nobody should wait. If you're 3 years in the dark with these guys, no way, man.
Yeah, but the thing is, did Steel City take the money, or did the investors and the publisher take the money? And some of the inside people, because I'm seeing people living lavishly. You know, a lot of them jokers happy in that studio. You see them, they smiling from ear to ear.
Yeah, man. 15 months ongoing. They haven't attempted to fix the desync. All they do, they have everybody happy with balance. Everything's gonna be a balancing update, man. We're gonna try to balance out the desync. We're gonna bounce everything.
Yeah. Blast said, explain why the game looked better offline. It doesn't. It doesn't really look from because I haven't played the game in a while, a long while. A lot of people saying the offline is starting to act up, which is crazy because usually, you know, like a lot of developers said when I kept saying they always pushing the online. He said you need the offline mode. Offline is key, is important for
Yep.
the online. That's where you kind of you prep. I mean, you prep everything and you get everything together for on offline, and then you go for the online. That's how things, and that's what Ash was doing in the beginning, before things change.
Now with this one, man, like with UFC, if I get stopped on the online, I could always go. I always feel like I could go back to play career mode and still kind of learn and progress in the career, and then come back online. In
Yeah,
this game, the career mode is so broke. There's no real career mode in this
it's
game.
no real career mode. Everybody's saying it's no real career mode, and this goes back to me saying that people with these leagues, I know a
Oh,
lot of them go get
oh,
mad at me with these leagues.
this is so this is one of the biggest things I would say. It would be interesting to see if EA was to do another boxing game, if they could correct it. But when you play UFC 5 and you start off in your career, and it's your very first match, you're not punching in slow motion.
Yeah,
It undisputed, because you're just starting out. The expectations are okay. Well, your punch speed's gonna be at 20, we'll say, right?
yeah,
Everybody's punching. You start punching slow. That doesn't make sense.
yeah. That's unrealistic. That was always unrealistic to me. EA
EA
did it
fixed
in
that.
some. They did it in
No,
some
Fight
games.
Night Champion, Fight Night Champion had that outdated I guess
Yeah,
way of doing it.
yeah.
Undisputed copied it.
And that's crazy. It makes no sense
They
because
copied that book. They copied it.
yeah, I'm gonna use a realistic examples. When Shane Mosley became a pro, he was still fighting the same way he fought because his style was pro. He was set for pros. A lot of pros, they're known for their speed. When these promoters and managers grab these amateurs, their talent, there's something about them. They're punching realistic.
Like, for example, in Undisputed, by the time for you to get to your top speed, the expectation you had to be like 32 years old,
Yeah,
33,
that's
34.
crazy. And then you
Because
fine.
it doesn't whoever is the architect for the RPG is a friggin' idiot.
Yeah,
All he did was a copy. Or whoever is advising him too is an idiot too, because they say, okay, well, just make it just like Fight Night Champion. Well, you did, but it's outdated. It's
yeah.
boring.
And a lot of people would look at you and say, man, don't you use Fight Night Champion as an example. In Fight Night Champion, they had like it was a realistic portrayal of boxing. You have people that play just like they're doing now. You play the game the way it's supposed to be played, the way to make it look good. I can't do that. I was never one of them pretend jokers. It was hard for me to play when I was young. Yeah, I'm from that age when you got the Green Army men and you moving around playing, or with the football game, you put the players on the table and they rotating to, do certain moves. I'm from that era. But I couldn't do that. My imagination was good, but I couldn't do that. I always kept pushing the envelope. A lot of people stuck, they're satisfied. You can't be satisfied.
What does that tell you about the people who, I guess, play test, or who are control the creative direction of Undisputed, that you would have a career mode where you're punching in slow motion to start your career? Because
at this point, I don't think they listen to the play testers. For one, with some of the play testers, they're not boxing fans, they're fighting game fans. So a lot of stuff like that doesn't bother them. Why don't you let boxers be play testers? You have a regular play tester and you have a boxers there watching them. That, to me, that makes more sense. Y'all gotta get on them. The people that's still in the Discord, y'all gotta get on them. Y'all not saying anything. Y'all just accepting that it's a game. It's not gonna get better. Even with Claimer Uncut, that's my guy. But I'm about to start getting on him too. I'm not getting on him, but I'm gonna start pushing my ideas. And then the final product, a lot of people gonna be on them. They're gonna be on them. They really like, you were the most outspoken, so whatever you put out, people gonna get on you. And I'm,
you know what, man?
Go ahead.
I rather if the RPG was really based on you, just make it basic, man. Like maybe you're coming out of high school, or you join a gym and you're joining different gyms and you're learning, and you're improving and building it. But he did it more of a survival RPG, man, or something to do with I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's like their whole mindset, and it
doesn't feel like it's gonna be. It doesn't feel like it's gonna be a boxing game then. If the environment is like teenage, it's almost like I don't know, man. Like sometimes I got a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle environment.
That's funny. Yeah, because when Ash was talking about RPG, it literally was you going to different gyms. Because they were saying that. That's why I don't know if they taking these videos down. I know they took down certain things. They like took it down. They don't want us to go back and see certain things. They don't want us to like question certain things. But me, I know how things work. I'll always be copying that stuff. I think if I do my 24 hours, I'm gonna be like an investigator the whole 24 hours, like dropping stuff. What do y'all think about me doing a 24-hour live stream? Oh man. Kanisi said they think boxers want more money to play test. All they got to do is ask, and I doubt it. I think there are a lot of boxers who are gamers. Even though me and Bees always get on, get on this. I really don't kind of argue with it, but he always say boxers don't play video games. Yes, they do. There's a lot of boxers that play video games. It's just they not outspoken. There's a lot of boxers that play video games. Steve Cunningham is one of them. Javante Davis on video game. All the younger guys, they play video games. They was brought up on video games.
Yo, what's that guy's name? Something Shorty. What's the name of that boxing game he made again?
Love C Shorty.
What's the name of that boxing game he made again?
BK Bloody Knuckles Street Fighting.
Bloody Knuckles Street has the right environment. That's the environment that the Truthbound should be depicting.
Yeah.
That's like Shorty. He has the right. That's the real something. That's the right environment.
Yeah, my thing is, why didn't everybody trying to make their own game
to collab? Yeah, they need to collab.
Yeah, collab
just to get the art direction, everything about the game. Yeah,
and get the experience, and then y'all like branch off if that's what y'all want to do. But y'all should come together and make the ultimate game. Love C Shorty and Claimer Uncut. If people hear that, man, people will go crazy. I think it'll put fear in Undisputed. I mean, Still City. That right
Fight
there.
For
what you say?
What was it? What was the name of that Wu-Tang game? No, Def Jam. Was it Def Jam Fight for Vendetta?
Yeah.
That's why I feel Truthbound is more. It's going in that direction. It's gonna be that. That's what it feels like.
But I wonder, is it graphically gonna be like that? Because that's
Just
because
it's just the story. Everything about it feels like it feels that's gonna be it. That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. I get this thing like I want to know if it's gonna be a boxing game or not.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people say. Because it's like when he put that story mode in there, like start talking about that. I was like, what's going on here? Because it's side. I'm like, what are you talking about? You could do this in the underground and you go to these different, and it was dark and grimy. I was like, what's going on here?
But what else I was saying? I'm thinking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm thinking about the original ones.
Hold on. What's going on here? What y'all talking about? That was one of the first red flags. They start talking about Tekken and Elden Ring. You talking about moderators? Because I know that's how they was talking in the Discord. And they used to like kind of try to shut me down. They like strategically were trying to shut me down. I think I might pop in the Discord again, even though I know they probably listening and they might do an immediate ban, but all that's gonna do is make me go harder on them. If I like going to, because I left the Discord on my account. I mean, on my accord, they didn't ban me. So if I just go back in there and you see my name pop up and I'm not saying anything, I'm just scoping out, filling out the atmosphere and stuff, then there's going to be a problem. And my thing is, I'm gonna be in the Discord so I can like gather info, especially if I'm gonna do this 24-hour. I don't know how this goes. I might do 12 hours, but I'm as long as you. What you mean by Yemen Green? What do you mean by as long as you hydrate? I heard that somewhere before. Somebody say that. As long as you hydrate.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And that should be a thing.
Because when you're talking, and you're thinking, you're burning energy.
Yeah.
You'll burn out. What if you don't? If like it's like hydrate or this kind of you have to.
Oh, he's saying that towards me. You saying that towards me? Oh, I thought you was talking about the game.
You could have you could have a mini game, a hydration mini game in Undisputed, maybe. No, he's talking hydration.
Okay. Yeah, but with me, I fast a lot, so I'm pretty good on that.
Yeah, but the guy who stream all day in Japan, I've also seen guys in Korea. Half the time too, they're taking some kind of additive on the side, man, and it messes them up, and they get KO'd after.
Yeah, I see people with them energy drinks and stuff. You can't pay me to drink one of them energy drinks, especially after you find out what they literally put in them energy drinks that'll jack you up. Yeah, but so y'all, I'm gonna put a poll up. So that basically means that you think it's a good. I might just do the 12-hour. I don't know. I'm gonna put that in there too. Do y'all think I should do a 12, 24-hour or what?
Yo, when's the last time you wrote to Will or Ash? Just to see if you could get them on the show.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. That's not gonna happen. So it's hard for me to get developers on here. And you know what messed up developers actually coming on shows now? The atmosphere of people getting laid off and fired from companies. Their thing is, I don't want to make it bad on myself and a company hear me saying these things. And it's like doctors. They got that silent oath.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
that's true. That's true.
Before like, with EA, they'd come on anyway. I was a part of. Technically, I was part of the team. Like how some of these these content creators say they're part of, technically they're part of Steel City team and stuff like that, which they're not. I was technically a part of the team because I got more information than the other guys on the team. I was literally reaching out to them because I got emails, and that's what I might do. Even though I know a lot of, they might be listening. Like, oh, let me go back and see, can I find when I was talking to Poe? And I don't know if it's going to erase on my side if they delete it on their side. But I was talking to guys like Brizzle, Mike Mahar, Alan Quinto. He was above all the forums and stuff like that. He's a little bigger than the community managers. He was over the community managers. So yeah, I got emails because they were saying a lot of things. Because a lot of people be like, Poe don't know what he's talking about. He's just guessing. No, I keep stuff. And my thing is, if like certain people, not everybody like my friends and stuff like that, but certain people like they got big positions and stuff, I'm saving our conversations because I don't know which way this is gonna lean. And are you gonna try to like make me look like I don't know what I'm talking about? Or no, we didn't have that conversation. No, I got receipts. I got receipts of our conversations.
Yeah. Hey, Poe, I'm gonna take off.
All right, happy man, you came in here, man. I know I messed it up because
no, it's good. We got those two two things. Because that's what I've been noticing in like this in the Reddit. You're seeing like this constant taunt glitching. The fact that some people think it's they don't realize they're doing it. Some people don't get it, man. Or from the judging, the shitty judging. I don't know. The judging thing I ain't so sure until we actually see how they were fighting. It's hard to say too. But on paper, it looked like who should land the most seemed that should have won the round kind of thing for some reason.
That's what like somebody was saying. I should watch them fight, and I should like commentate off of it. Even Beast was saying that. My thing was like, I don't know. So, no, you should be a silent judge. Like you should be the judge. Turn off, certain things, and you judge the fight for yourself. Just watching it. That's like, I don't know. Because I think I try not to make enemies in the community, even though I really don't care. Yeah, so
all right, cool. So I'll catch you later.
See you tomorrow if that's if it happens. Peace.
All right,
later. AJ Pax has left the building. Yeah, so any of y'all got any questions y'all want me to ask or answer? And yeah, I gotta make sure I remember to put up what do y'all think about me doing a 24-hour or 12-hour stream. I think I'll be able to better prepare for it. If that is even a thing with me, can I better prepare for that? And without it being repetitive, because for one, what is this? I think this like our 11th day that I'm in. 11th or 9th day I'm in. So I don't know. So without me thinking out loud, the show has went 2 hours. Some of y'all got here late, but I'll make sure I be here 6 o'clock tomorrow. So, I see y'all tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Peace. Appreciate y'all.